What's up, everyone? Welcome to the live stream. I have the Zuni chicken build going right now. I've been doing bounties, not bounties, regular rifts. I've got time in here in chat, but he stepped away a while back. I'd assume he'd be back anytime now. We've also got Flip in here. I'm expecting a phone call here soon, so as soon as I get the phone call, I'm gonna have to step away for a second. Right now, I'm just trying to build up. What is it? Forgotten Souls. What's up, Flip?
I was gonna like just stay dead silent and just make people think that you were crazy. But then I was like, yeah.
I'd bring up Discord and show him. What's up, Dave?
What's up, Dave?
They got me scheduled to come back to work. My wife wrote it down for Monday. That's if nothing is wrong with my arm. But I'm expecting a phone call to schedule an MRI on the arm. So I guess we'll find out if anything's wrong whenever that happens. Hopefully MRI will tell them something.
Well, that's like literally the most advanced way to look at the body, so yeah, good chances are if there's something there, the MRI will see it.
Whenever I broke my ankle, forget what the guy's name is, or what the name of the doctor is. They did an MRI on my ankle. It was bone, but he said the X-ray barely showed anything. Because it was such a small fracture.
Yeah, I mean, I think MRI, I don't know the science behind it, but I mean, doesn't it show like significantly more information about whatever it scans?
Yeah, I mean, it goes down to bone and tendons, muscles. As soon as I started this,
Just like, yeah, I was gonna say, does Tad just sit there and wait for you to start streaming and then he starts?
I don't know, but yeah, I just seen that. But whenever I started this, I went to look at the phone. As soon as I picked up the phone, my wife started calling me from the doctor's office, asking me if they had called to schedule the MRI. Told her no, they haven't. Whenever she gets home, we've got to immediately go up to pick up her car. So that they close at 6. Yesterday, I don't remember what time we got there. Yeah, I've got to get off of here at 5:30. Well, that's only an hour and a half long stream.
Yep. Quick, Shaun, talk about something really boring so the stream drags on and seems longer.
Yeah.
Shaun, tell us the history of corrugated cardboard.
Dave, you're the expert. Angelic Wings. He's the expert at corrugated cardboard, corrugated fiber board.
Wouldn't that be different from cardboard?
Nope, that is essentially what cardboard is.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
The actual term is corrugated fiberboard.
Really?
He says nope.
I didn't know that. No, wait, nope as in you're full of shit, or?
He doesn't want to get into it, more than likely. Said, yes, it's different. I think, well, cardboard and corrugated fiberboard are different. Corrugated fiberboard...
You finished telling me they're the same thing.
Do it?
You literally just finished telling me that cardboard and this fiberboard were the same thing.
Different. I don't remember.
Now that Dave's clarified it, but before Dave clarified it, you were singing it the same.
Well, corrugated fiberboard is corrugated cardboard. Cardboard is basically like a birthday card. It's really thick paper. It's thick enough paper to essentially call a board. Put corrugation in it, and it's corrugated. But I don't think they actually make a corrugated cardboard, so we just consider it people are talking about corrugated fiberboard. Because everybody calls that cardboard.
I honestly didn't think we'd get into a conversation about cardboard when I said that.
So corrugated overboard has flirting in it to make it more rigid and stronger.
And what does that stuff look like?
I'm not sure. I think there's typos in there.
Oh, I didn't notice the message. Because I'm over on Twitch side, so.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
I seen it and I was prepared. Shit. Goblin Central.
Oh my god, is that... Huh? What is with all the goblins?
It is a goblin rift, and I'm going to lose a lot of goblins.
I didn't know there was a goblin-specific rift.
Yep.
Cardboard is what you buy your shoes in. Cardboard is just paper glued together. Yeah, see, that's what I thought, but you're making it sound like cardboard itself is like some kind of super magical object with this other stuff. Fiberboard.
Man, I wish I had my Zuni build right now. Some of these guys haven't escaped either. They're not escaping.
Oh my god, that's so much loot. I'm surprised the game's not crashing.
And then there's a conduit pylon. I could have went and grabbed that too. Man, if time was in here, we would have dominated this. Let's see. Odious Collector escaped. That sucks. So there's 1, 2, 6. Another Odious Collector. Ten of them escaped. 18. I killed 18 of them. 10 of them escaped. So there's 28 goblins.
That's not bad.
Fluting. Oh, fluting, not flirting. Yeah, fluting. The flute is the corrugation. Or no, flute is the thickness. My bad, not corrugation. Corrugation is corrugation. Going to be going back to town a lot. The Rift Guardian popped up in there at the same time. After I alerted the first ones. Oh shit, no. That was stupid. Race to pick all these up.
Why, are they gonna start fading away at some point?
Yep, gone. Because I closed the rift. That's so stupid of me. Instinct, there's an icon there and I just went and clicked on it.
Oh my god.
That was so stupid.
How does a room full of loot not throw you off from closing the rift? No, sorry, no.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Entire fucking map of loot, and he closes the rift.
I got a lot of it. Missed a couple of legendaries.
See, you're gonna have to be careful, dude, because at one point you're gonna have like a really gigantic fan base, and one of them is gonna be capable of going back in the
They're gonna clip it.
like, yes, not only clip it, but be able to like scientifically algorithm out exactly how many items you missed, and like really start pointing it out in chat and comments. You're not gonna be able to show your face in public for weeks.
I want to hide my face now. Man, that was so stupid. Why would I do that?
Hey, isn't that the guy that shuts rifts full of treasure down? Yeah. Let's go laugh at him. Yeah. And you're just like, I'm just trying to get my daughter some ice cream.
Oh man, I don't know what to say now. I screwed myself there.
It's not actually that big of a deal. I mean, seriously, run any number of rifts and you'll get the exact same shit.
Fluting builds a wall between the paper.
What's that?
Oh yeah, the fluting is the size of the corrugation. So yeah. Double blue.
It's pretty crazy when you think about it. That cardboard is just a really nice thick piece of paper. The corrugated center to make the, you know, the structure, and then another piece of really thick paper glued on the other side.
Sometimes they get pretty thin paper too. There's it goes off of pounds too. I think 23-pound paper is the smallest. 69-pound paper is the biggest that we know of.
No, well, when I say thick paper, I mean not paper mache.
Some of it is that thin though. The 23-pound recycled paper is like that.
I would imagine that's for, like, you know, your dainty little chocolate boxes.
Actually, those boxes are thick.
Okay, Shaun, just keep shooting me in the face with the box stuff. That's fine.
I'm trying to think of an example, or of a box that they get really thin paper. Some pizza boxes, they get thin recycled paper.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I could see pizza boxes easily, because I mean, it's not like you need a lot of strength out of that cardboard.
One of them's called a cake tray. Essentially, it's a just basically a base for the cake. And it's got to be as lightweight as possible, so that way it doesn't collapse. That was Walmart. They were complaining about the cakes collapsing.
Interesting. Walmart making a complaint about something.
They don't normally make complaints though. Luckily for us, we've ran a lot of trash for Walmart.
Depends on the company. Walmart's usually barking at somebody.
I am not doing very well. I'm trying to, basically my goal is to clear everything around the goblin pack, or the blue goblins, without dying, and can't herd the enemies in properly, so.
I just farted so hard I'm surprised the mic didn't pick it up. Thanks, Shaun. Thanks for going dead quiet after I say something like stupidly dumb.
Let's make sure that it's soaked in. I am trying to figure out.
Thank you, Shaun.
I'm doing mathematics. Trying to think of which angle I should approach these guys to get maximum results. Oh man, that guy almost escaped. Alright, so this is equivalent to what I lost earlier. Alright, there is somebody calling. I'm gonna have to take this.
Take that call, brother.
Be right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
I must heal. Needs more time.
What's up, Spriven? I had to take a phone call. I thought it was the doctor's office, but nope. It was the dealership. They've finally fixed the car. Oh, something you missed yesterday, Flip. It's, and chat, for those of you that are here. Brittany yesterday had an appointment to take her car and get it detailed, oil change. The transmission checked because it's got sputtering whenever it shifts into second gear. She had an appointment to drop it off at 7:30 yesterday in the morning. It sat there all day because the guy that was supposed to deal with it, and we had this scheduled out a week, he didn't know it was there. So it basically sat there all day, didn't get touched. They didn't know about it until we showed up there to pick it up. They couldn't find the ticket. My wife, already an angry person, she voiced her opinion. What's up, pigskin? Spriven had already done it. He beat you to it. But they said that they would get to it first thing in the morning. And she was mad, like really mad. You pulled your headphones away this time? I got blues in here. I don't want the blues.
Yeah, blues are just a fucking waste of bag space.
But the timing, I asked the guys, like, is there any way someone can wait until we get there in case we don't make it? It's like, unfortunately not. It's like, well, that's great. I just hope we make it there by 6. So my wife, she doesn't work. She works about 15 minutes away. Well, actually, exactly 12 minutes away. Depending on the light, if the light changes properly. It's an upgrade. Let me see if I've got a reroll chest. I don't. So, and then the dealership, it's about 7 minutes from her work. So for her to come here and pick us up, I mean, we would have to leave here as soon as she pulls in, jump in the car and leave. But hopefully we'll make it there on time.
Why don't you just contact the local police station and ask for a police escort?
That would be awesome if they did do that.
No kidding. Wouldn't that be great if you could actually do that?
I've actually heard of a story of someone getting that too.
Well, yeah, but probably for something important.
The birth of his child.
Yeah, exactly. Like
after it was already born.
Yeah, birth of a child, the cop is going to be like, yeah, no, I'll escort you. That's normal. but like, it'd be cool if just every citizen of their country, once a year, you're allowed to like call in and ask for a police escort so that they can zip you through to your destination.
The story I heard it from, the baby was already born, and he left to do something afterwards. I mean, he was there for the birthing and everything, but he was speeding back because he speeds anyways. Goes like 90 in a 40. Just not that bright of a guy, but he got pulled over and told the cop that his baby was being born. Didn't want to miss it. He was on his way to the hospital, so he got an escort. Luckily, the cop didn't go in to find out if the baby was born or not. Or to investigate, I should say.
You know what? In that case, I sometimes think that the cop will do the escort simply as a, okay, you've just told me you're speeding to the hospital. I am now going to ensure that's where you're going.
That too. While speeding.
Think about it. If you were lying about it, you're like, oh no, I'm speeding because I'm trying to get to my child's birth. And the cop is just like, okay, away you go. You can continue speeding to wherever you were really going. But if you're lying and the cop goes, oh, okay, I'll take you to the hospital, you've just lied, and now the cop is taking you to the hospital for nothing.
Yeah. Alright, this is going to be a first try in 80.
I imagine there are some interesting things cops are allowed to do for fun.
That would be pretty fun, though.
Well, you do see the inspirational stories where, like, cops in an area where all they're doing is just patrolling, and they start getting involved with the community and or the people around. Like, I think I saw something where some cops in an area just, they were checking on homeless people and being really polite, like, how you doing? Do you need anything? They were handing out water because it was a hot day. I was like, yeah, you got, see, that's what you like to hear about your police. Because if we didn't have cops, life would basically be like the movie series The Purge.
Yeah.
I don't think people would get into quite as colorful costumes as the movie shows, but the gist of it, I think, would basically be exactly what life would be like.
It'd be like
day.
medieval times.
Oh, easily. Easily.
Society wouldn't advance like we do now. Because half the world would be probably dead. 20% area damage or 7% damage? I'm going to go with the damage. Because I think that does damage on top of my weapon, and then the area damage would be on top of that. 8% damage. I'm going to run out of materials.
Wouldn't it be great if all world conflict could be settled through video games now instead of actual war?
That would be awesome. As long as the battle on the game didn't cause a war. The sore losers.
That's just it. I mean, it's like a Geneva Convention thing. The whole rule being anyone who actually attempts to start real physical war, like, it's already agreed. Your country is getting nuked out of existence. Do not start real shit. But with important decisions having to be made, where a battle would be the deciding factor, it's like we've all agreed worldwide the results of this game. That's what decides it.
I moved time over to this voice channel in case he steps back or comes back.
You know, Shaun, you should make a voice channel and call it Times Corner. And anytime he goes away but stays locked in, move him into that channel. Or no, don't call it Times Corner, call it The Corner. And then anybody, you're like, yep, put me in the corner. Are you doing that?
Oh man.
Okay, so now I have to go look.
It's that easy to make a Discord channel.
The corner.
I couldn't do caps on that for some reason.
Oh, whatever. It works.
Smugger can put caps in it for some reason, but I can't.
Smugger knows all the settings and shit because he's like super tech computer mega guy.
Super tech computer mega guy. Sounds about right.
No, I'm stupid when it comes to this shit. Like I can read labels and I can read instructions. That's about it when it comes to computers.
I don't know if I should take my arm out of the sling for this.
I
Just
would
leave it in
honestly
the
say
sling
you shouldn't.
and position myself in a proper manner for it.
You know, I wish in the console wars
Actually, I'll just
there
do
could
this.
still be another competitor. Because then we could have a company like going, you know what? Let's design the perfect controller for the hands. And you utilize buttons for the other three fingers you don't use. Because, I mean, really, we all use basically our thumbs and our pointers. And then some of us will use the middle finger for the other, the trigger buttons. But, yeah, we have two fingers on our controllers we never use.
That's what the scuff controllers do.
Exactly, but isn't that like some special custom-made thing?
Yeah. I mean, that's professionally custom made, but yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not complaining about that, but I'm just saying I'm surprised that no actual video game company has gone, we need to do this. Because, like, the companies that are making them now are probably companies started by gamers.
More than likely.
Yeah. Or at the very least, gamers were involved with, you know, the creation of that stuff.
Let's probably go around this way. Getting ready to walk through that beam.
God, I still remember the carpal tunnel syndrome causing original Nintendo controllers.
Original Nintendo controllers. Yeah, them things. I remember my hands hurting from holding those.
Oh yeah, especially if you were a kid and you're doing like an all-day game fest. Oh my god.
Microsoft did make controller. He was talking about Xbox and their with the paddles on the back. That's the scuff controllers. The scuff took the they. Oh, good luck on the solo. Thank you, Pigskin. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Scuff that did that. They took the PlayStation and Xbox controllers.
Huh.
PlayStation Elite controller, yeah. Xbox controller. PlayStation, or the Xbox Elite controller has the paddles.
Oh yeah, well, Pigskin's kind of like, yeah, confirming what I was talking about. I didn't realize Microsoft was making them on their own.
I forgot that they did that.
Yeah, shit, I wouldn't mind getting a hold of one of those ones then.
No, run away.
Okay, well let's move the controller conversation up a step then and say, where's the company that's making an overly like super convoluted controller that's, yes, it's difficult to use, but once you have it figured out, it's literally the absolute best way to play any game, because it turns out it's like perfect inputs. This controller, once you know, it's like a flute. Once you know how to use it, oh my god, it's beautiful music.
I'm a bit confused.
What are you confused about?
Would that be kind of like using keyboard and mouse on computer compared with a controller, like a handheld controller base?
Yeah,
Yep.
there you go. So basically give me all of the precision of a keyboard and mouse, but come up with a controller that I can just hold in my hands.
Oh! The precision of a mouse I would love to have on some of the games.
Well, couldn't you do a controller with a roller ball, and then the roller ball is the mouse?
I don't think so. I think on the PS3 there is mouse and keyboard support.
I am quite certain that the Switch has mouse and keyboard support.
That would be awesome.
Because a guy I've been watching plays primarily, well, if he's playing console, it's the Switch. But some of the games he plays, you can very clearly see it's a mouse and keyboard is what's controlling the game. So yeah, I'm thinking he has to have that hooked in there.
You need a dongle for mouse and keyboard on console. Yeah.
What is a dongle?
USB dongle, basically, it's a Bluetooth, like whenever you get a mouse, and a wireless mouse, you got the little USB thing is a dongle, USB dongle.
I did not know that thing was called a dongle.
It's not very often used. Or
Well, it is kind of a ridiculous word.
yeah.
I mean, it's one letter off from dingle.
Yeah, that was the first thing that came to my mind when I read dongle. The first time I'd seen it. Or, actually, I heard it first.
Not ready yet. I do not have enough mana.
Pigskin, when you say too technical for him, who do you talk about?
And I died. I think that was the first death. I almost died again. And I died.
Shaun, have you tried not dying?
Yep. I went quite a while without dying. It's, if I die once, it's more repetitive. Good thing I'm next to a checkpoint, though.
Pigskin, are you ignoring my question?
You suck at Z3, only 4 Paragon. Only 1,140 Paragon.
Wouldn't only being 4 Paragon indicate you don't have time to play, not you suck?
He's being sarcastic. He's got more Paragon than I do. He's at 1,100 Paragon or something. Over 1,100 Paragon, actually.
Well, then I would say he is the opposite of sucking at D3.
This is, I think he said this is his first season, too.
Oh, there you go, Shaun. He's messing with you.
Yep. Oh, I don't have gargantuans out.
I wonder if we could glitch it again and get my name stuck at the top of the screen. Yeah, Pigskin, I know you're messing with me. I was just pulling a Shaun and, like, not understanding.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I don't understand.
It's okay, Shaun. It just means you're not great with subtlety.
I'm not great with vocalization. I'm not very
Hang on, shut
vocally
up.
smart.
Pigskin, if you are not human, one of two things. You are either an alien from a different world, or you're an artificial intelligence that's gained sentience. Which is it?
Probably artificial intelligence would be my guess, since he's first season a beast at V3.
It could be an alien artificial intelligence, but I'm still more impressed at the artificial intelligence over the alien.
The border wall wasn't there. So that would make me believe that he is Latino. No, I do not mean that as racist.
An illegal alien. I was like, what the hell is he talking about border wall?
Oh yeah, I get it now.
Illegal alien. Okay, there we go. No, it was funny.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I'm actually kind of pulling the Shaun today and just not getting stuff.
It's because of that legal substance that you had ingested. You did ingest.
Or illegal?
I said legal for you, legal.
Oh yeah, it's totally legal for us.
For me, it's not legal.
Go get your green card.
I don't think I can.
That sucks. Oh well, you know, I was thinking about it.
I don't think it's legal in Missouri.
Once Canada starts showing just what kind of tax dollars they're bringing in from marijuana sales, the United States is going to be like, well, it's legal.
Well, they did that with California. Yes, we really want to know what planet you're from. I'm going to guess. He's going to say Uranus.
Pigskin, if you can't give us the planet, just letting me know that if it's in our solar system or from a different solar system is good enough.
Manajama carving knife. That is definitely not as good as what I've got on.
Like, Pigskin, are you perhaps from the Kuiper Belt object that Pluto is in?
Always
Kuiper
came.
Belt object. The Kuiper Belt. Just the Kuiper Belt that Pluto is part of. What were you gonna say, Shaun?
He said boys came from Jupiter because they're stupider. As where you came from.
And girls go to Venus to get penis. Yeah, we know.
I haven't heard that one yet. That's funny. Something was swapped around. I think I got it already.
So you know how like conspiracy theories about life are abound and whatnot? Like you could have the we're not actually on Earth, we're in the Matrix, or I can't
CERN.
think of another example other than my favorite, which is. Go ahead.
CERN put us in an alternate dimension. That's what one of the kids was saying.
See, there we go. That's another one. But my favorite ever comes from South Park. And that it states that the Earth is literally just a stage for a TV show where a bunch of aliens have thrown species from every other planet onto Earth just so it's a reality show to watch us react or interact with each other. Like, you know, there's the human planet, the deer planet, the ocean planet where all the fish came from. And yeah, it's all just a big TV show. That's my favorite conspiracy theory.
God said not to put anything on your body because you have a tattoo. So you're going to hell anyways. Yeah, that's funny. If that was the case, then everybody would be going to hell. Everybody,
well,
maybe except that guy.
If you look at all the religions of the world, they basically all state that if you do not believe in their religion, you're going to hell. So it's safe to assume everyone on Earth is going to hell.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Except for like maybe one or two.
Come on, Zoe. Pigskin, I agree with you. People are crazy. Most people.
I know I'm crazy.
I'm gonna go and like Tad's tweet. If I can find it. Oh, they...
Or would you rather me host you? Because I forgot to do it at the beginning.
You can host Tad.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tad's an awesome guy. He's so I met him through Call of Duty. The Black Ops 3.
What?
Met him through Black Ops 3.
No, you've told me. Or are you telling the stream?
Both.
Ah.
So I want to augment that gym, but I don't want to augment it at that level. Let me see what level it is. 76. I can get 4 more rolls out of it, possibly. But
Rolls a quarter.
I met him on Black Ops 3 through somebody else that worked in another car manufacturer company, Ford, while Tad worked at GM. I don't know how him and the other guy knew each other. But Derek, the rebellious guy, he basically hosted Call of Duty most of the time, like a Call of Duty night. This is not stream related hosting, but he would,
Good old guys getting together for some fun.
right, he would get everybody together, and Friday nights was Call of Duty night. Tad became part of the group. Drew, which was the guy that worked at Ford, he was another part of them. And there's probably about 30 of us total. And it would be different every Friday of who was on. But it was always me and Derek and Carrie. He's another guy that I've been playing games with for years, several years. I've known Carrie longer than Derek, but never actually seen Carrie up until I think last summer. But I just played with Tad a lot, and he's really good at Call of Duty too. He's a very team-based player, so I can see why he's pretty good at, why he's so good at Fortnite.
Yeah, he definitely is a like team dude in that game.
Sorry about that, guys. Baxter's being chaotic.
Beagles are known for their chaos.
If cherries wouldn't stain the carpet, I'd give him a cherry to play with, entertain himself with.
Oh my god, is it not amazing how like much cherry will stain shit?
I never realized how bad a cherry would stain something until my aunt, she got like straight up cherries. It wasn't the maraschino cherries, the canned ones, and she gave my daughter a bowl full of them, and her face got stained. Like, oh, you're not taking that in the car. Gonna leave that here.
Cherries are a frickin' mess. And yet it's grape juice that stains the worst of the liquid forms.
Yeah.
Granted, is there really any such thing as cherry juice? You never really, you'll have the flavor of cherry added to stuff, but have you ever had just a straight up cherry juice drink?
I don't think so.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't think cherry makes good juice. Maybe it's too sweet.
Maybe it's too sour. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to get him out of here. Be right back. That was a bit loud.
Yeah, it's just a dog. It was okay.
It scared the hell out of me.
Well, yeah, but you're a jumpy wuss.
Not always. Not normally. My daughter, she always tries to scare me.
Children love scaring their parents, dude.
I can get her pretty good, though. In the car, after she passes out. Now I'm on alert.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
I was waiting for it.
Fuck. Real smooth flip.
Nice try.
No, it wasn't even a nice try. Don't even. Like, it was a complete and total other fuck up.
Yeah, you can put it that way. I was curious if I should
You should.
make a be right back screen and be gone for an hour, or stop the stream. So it'll take at least 45 minutes to get out there and back.
Well, the only reason I can think of is that you would put up a be right back screen is because that would be easier than setting up the stream again.
Setting up the stream isn't actually that hard. I just reuse the settings and I can leave everything up. The only thing I'd have to really change would be the browser page. So I'll probably go ahead and just make a new one so that way it notifies everyone that I'm back up.
Is there any negative impact to your system or the Twitch servers if you leave a be right back sign up and it's just sitting on?
Nobody would know if I was back or not.
Alright, so then it's pretty much whatever the hell you feel like doing is what you should do.
They would know if they stay in the chat, but if it was me, I wouldn't sit in chat. If someone steps away for more than 5 minutes, I would leave.
Could you imagine how many people they would need to like monitor streams for something like that?
What do you mean?
Sure, there are programs. Well, like the thing, like if that was a big deal, leaving a stream on with just the be right back screen, where it's like, well, you're leaving it running, but no, you're not doing anything. Well, we're shutting that down. So, like, if somebody had to find that, could you imagine how many people would have to be going through all of the stuff on Twitch looking for dead streams that have been left on?
Yeah, I mean, I've never heard of them doing that. There'd probably be a lot. Right, it don't make a difference from a Twitch standpoint, but
yeah,
probably be better for you guys. That way you can go about your business whenever I get back going. And get your notifications. Which YouTube here lately has not been notifying properly.
I've been receiving all my YouTube notifications from you. And Twitch. Anytime you go live.
There's a couple of people that were complaining about it, actually.
Well, I think when that glitch occurs, it's hit and miss with people. It doesn't affect everyone. Because I think there was a while back, a few months ago, where I was experiencing, not just from you, but like every channel, I was not getting alerts. So, I guess, you know, whenever you log into these things. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Wow, because I just caught myself saying, you know, and time says you know a lot, and I'm like, did I just say you know because time says you know a lot?
I've been saying Jesus Christ a lot, and I think it's been coming from someone.
Well, I say Jesus Christ a lot.
So there it is.
Well, actually, my favorite, and this too, is like if you startle me, usually I will scream out, Jesus fuck.
I've been saying that with Christ at the end. Jesus frickin' Christ.
No, just Jesus, comma, fuck. Or, you know, you say it in Spanish, Jesus el Cristo.
Yep. No comprendes.
No comprende.
No habla español.
I'd like to habla español. I should really actually, like, sit down and
That's
look
not what
into,
I want.
like, learning it.
I thought about it.
I mean, as much as everyone thinks China is going to take over the world one day and we're all going to be speaking Chinese, I think it'll be Hispanic. I'm pretty sure one day we're all going to be speaking Spanish. And it's not even going to be some like aggressive, purposeful effort. It's just going to be something that happens.
That's what everyone... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, no one will be like attempting to make that happen. but at the same time, no one will be attempting to prevent it. So it just will happen.
So what I've noticed, which I don't know how accurate it would be, everyone that speaks English says Spanish is going to take over the world. But I think everyone that speaks other languages probably thinks English is going to take over the world. And I actually kind of see it. English could be the language to take over the world. Because now English is in every country.
English is technically the king language simply because it is the trade language.
Right.
Usually, if you're doing world business, whatever information you have is going to be English at some point.
What's up, Carol? Good evening to you. I've probably still got 2 more rolls that I can do at 60.
I'm pretty sure the United States is still the center of world trade, so... But see, there again, Spanish is the United States' secondary language, and for all we know, Spanish will become the primary language of the United States. And if that happens, it becomes the trade language.
So you've got
Of course. Sorry, go ahead.
you've got English, England, Spanish, Spain.
Well, Spanish is not just Spain. Spanish is like a gazillion countries.
Well, everything
It's like a gazillion continents.
in South America,
South America. Yeah,
And-
shit tons of Spanish in South America.
Southern North America.
Yep. Spain. Don't they? What do they? Shit, I can't remember. What do they speak in Brazil?
Pretty sure it's Spanish.
It's not Brazilian. Yeah, it's Spanish, right? Or a form of Spanish.
A form of Spanish. There's hundreds of forms of Spanish. Kind of like I think from country to country, even if they're neighbors, their Spanish is like difference between Texas English versus New York English.
Yeah, yeah. There's just as much. There's just as many dialects of Spanish, I think, as there is English.
Not ready yet.
I think there's more, if I'm
there you
correct, because I work with a bunch of people that speak Spanish at work, and they say everyone's Spanish is different.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like it can be the same word mean something completely different, but they don't have the same meaning for a bunch of different words, or a bunch of different meanings for the same word. Each word has its own meaning. Versus us, we've got the same word could mean this something different depending on how it's worded, or where you're from, or what tone you have with it, which is the craziest thing. That the woman at work told me. She said, this word can mean something else with a different tone. With us, it doesn't matter the tone, how you say it, it's always the same. But then if you go to the neighbor country, it's something different.
I think Cantonese is like that too. Like, for example, there's this, and I forget what the word is, but you can basically say the word, I think, 5 or 8 times in a row. And because you've done like the specific tones on the word each time, you've actually just said a sentence. And it's just because of different tones on the exact same word each time.
So that makes the language a lot easier to use.
Really?
More confusing, but it would make it a lot easier to well, I mean, if you had in English, you had the same word, you can make a sentence out of using the same word. Well, we know English very well, of course, because it's our primary language. And
it just occurred to me, the English language has a word like that. We have a word where you can basically say the exact same word 8 times in a row, and based on the tone, it's a sentence.
the F word.
Exactly.
Except that's some more inappropriate tone or meanings in it too. I wonder if their word's inappropriate.
No,
also.
I don't think their word is considered a curse word in any case. And like I said, I think it's something that you're not going to say every single day, but I think it's a famous sentence. Even they acknowledge it, where it's like, oh wow, isn't that crazy that with our language we've got this one sentence where it's literally the exact same word each time. You're just saying it differently. I don't know. The internet, I could be getting that completely wrong. Like, you know, I'm going based off of clips of information from over the years. So really, if anyone's interested to the truth of the matter, Google it. Words is the truth on the matter. There, I think I've covered my ass legally now. Like, nobody can get into a car accident and blame the information they got from me is the cause.
I think I spaced out for a second. I didn't catch what you covered yourself legally of.
Oh my god, seriously, Shaun?
Yep.
Seriously? Like, that's where we're at in our friendship now, that you're just toning me out like I'm your child?
No, I can tone her out in a completely different manner. And my wife gets pissed because she cannot tone her out. It's like, Shaun, answer her. Like, what? I don't. What do you want, Aubrey? What's your question?
It's a father's superpower, because my dad was the exact same way. Growing up, if my dad was busy thinking about something or working on something, my brother and I could literally be screaming at him. Going both dad and using his first name.
Damn it.
And just nothing, and then finally my mom would be like, yo! And he's like, huh? Answer your children! He's like, oh!
I think it's more because it's repetitive. Like she'll say the same thing over and over and over and over. It's kind of like the music that's playing. I don't even realize that there was music playing up until I said something. I could tone it out completely. Because it's all...
Well, I honestly don't think it makes you a bad person. It's just, that's something men can do. They
Right.
can tone their loved ones out really easily.
Right now, it's the medication. So
Sure, Shaun. Let's blame something for it.
I'm going to blame the medication. Because I took a very old hydrocodone pill over the other medicine that I've been taking. That other medicine isn't doing anything. This hydrocodone, even though it's old, I'm not sick. So that's a good thing. But it is working.
Well, if the gameplay suddenly stops moving and you just start staring straight into space, we all know what happened.
It's expired and I shouldn't be taking it.
Shouldn't be taking expired I forget the specific reason why, but there is like, it's like because of this, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think maybe it's because after it expires, it's not guaranteed to do what it's supposed to do, and to do something. Fuck, I don't know, dude. The doctors say don't take it if it's expired.
You want to ask Google?
Yeah, okay, I'll Google it.
Made it. I got to keep my soul harvest.
Oh, I was like, how should I ask this bit? You know, you know how like there's all the jokes about your devices are listening and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I just started typing out why does medication. I got MED, and it immediately suggested why does medication expire.
That's kind of crazy.
Well, I mean, in this case, that probably could be a very common question asked of medication, so of course. But, like, I mean, that happens all the time, where I'll be talking about something and go to Google it, and Google's like, oh, don't worry, we already heard you talking about it. And it's like, here's the stuff we've already prepared for you.
Here's your answer.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay, so here's a link from a Harvard. Oh, this is like a Harvard paper on it.
There has been a few times that I have Googled something and it auto-suggests something different though. But most of the time it's normally on point. As long as you put in the core word that you're asking about, or the main thing that you're asking. As long as you put why or what, however the question would be, and then that word, it normally auto-suggests it. I've always guessed because it's the most common, or it's a common question. No, run away.
Oh, did you know you should be keeping your medication in the fridge?
No.
Yeah,
Been on the shelf for 3 years.
yeah, if you put pills in a cold, like the fridge or freezer, that actually helps them remain potent. And apparently the expiration date on drugs is a marketing ploy.
Marketing ploy?
Yeah, there was back in, hang on, where did it say? 1979, there was a law passed that stated drug manufacturers had to put an expiry date on their product, and all that expiry date meant was that before the expiry date, you are 100% guaranteed that the drugs will do exactly what they're supposed to. After the expiry date, they might start losing potency. And that's the only reason that they, this thing says like there's a few drugs that are an exception to that rule and you don't fuck with them if they're expired. But those are controlled substances and, you know, a layman isn't really going to have to worry about it. So yeah. The expiration date on drugs is simply to get you to throw them out and go buy more.
Oh. Well, I can't buy more. I'd have to be prescribed more, and
Well,
and
that's like for your over the like off the shelf over the counter shit.
yeah,
Like a basic bottle of Tylenol or whatever.
ibuprofen. I've had a bottle of ibuprofen for longer than I've had these other medications.
Yeah, so I guess except for like these handful of specific ones, which again I don't think you can get without a doctor telling you. Yeah, all an expiration date means is that the pill might have lost in potency.
I highly doubt it has. Well,
Yeah, see,
right now it's proof it hasn't.
So there we go. I've been going under this assumption, and it's been an old wives' tale this whole time. Now again, this report, you know, it talks about there's still debate on blah, 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 but the basic gist of it is, no, if something bad were to happen, it would be like a 1 in a billion chance.
Oh man, I got this thing to 80 and I failed 3 times. 1 successful, 3 fails. Now I can't go to town because I've got the skill up going.
See, this is what I like, or this is where I like the idea of a streamer having somebody to talk to. Because not only is it conversation, but you can go, hey Flip, look this up for me.
Yeah. That way I don't have to stop playing. I appreciate that.
Yeah, exactly, right? So basically to all streamers, I say, I encourage you to go out and friendships and alliances with other streamers. Find somebody your size, find somebody who started around the same time you did, and collaborate. There needs to be more collaboration, and I bet you that would help everybody.
Or have a sidekick to Google stuff.
That's
Since
the same thing, collaboration. We're collaborating right now. I'm not
Yeah.
a streamer.
yeah, he is.
I am an online presence in streamer circles. So
Flip is the moderator of moderators.
the moderator. Who's saying that?
Me.
Is that YouTube chat?
No, that's me.
Oh, I thought you were reading something off YouTube chat.
No, I was telling them that you are the moderator of moderators. The ultimate YouTube moderator. And then you've got Agent. Agent is just a pest. That is always in It's Me's streams. But I think that's the only one that he's in. You got quiet.
Yeah, sorry, I was just looking at stuff and it's like, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a nice person. I can be funny sometimes, but, you know, that's basically it. I'm really flaky. That would be the #1 thing about me. I'm very, very flaky.
Flaky? What do you mean by flaky? Sometimes your mood can turn?
Oh, well, yeah, dude. My MP is all hell.
I might have just got an upgrade.
Oh, see, I don't know why to me. I'm running the stream on my phone, that's why. Because, yeah, I heard you on the stream instead of on Discord. So now I just gotta make sure I'm turning stuff off so Discord works again. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
I'm good. All this other shit off.
I keep forgetting that this Vile Hive is part of my group pushing build. And I kept just trashing all of them that I seen.
He basically means... Sorry,
What?
actually, basically flaky is a really nice way of saying unreliable.
That's why I have multiple moderators, I guess. I see flaky as could turn south very quickly. Could cause problems.
What are you talking about?
When I think flaky,
Oh. No, you know the show Friends, right?
I know of it. I've never watched it though.
Okay, if you've never watched it, that won't help. Okay, you know what? I'm going to get the Urban Dictionary out, and we shall see what it says flaky is.
Urban Dictionary. I didn't know they had those anymore. Or they made them. They probably don't make them anymore.
It's a website, dude. UrbanDictionary.com.
Oh.
Oh, okay, then yes, I am flaky, but apparently it is this. It's someone who, after being invited to an event, implies they will come, but in fact bitches out at the last second.
Okay. I would say flaky in that term, or in that manner.
I would. So also somebody who can't keep their word. Well, I guess I'm not intentionally flaky. It's all the stuff that you know about me is basically what causes that. So either way, it's a quality about myself I don't like.
It's like stuff can turn south and you aren't able to perform. I don't know where I was going with that.
You have no idea how much I was waiting for you to say the word sexually. You said
Perform. Yeah, because I said that earlier.
yes. I was waiting for it.
It's funny. I am going to have to perform an end of stream. Gonna have to perform an outro because I've got to go and pick up the wife and take her to go and pick up the car, and I've got to be standing outside waiting for her to pull up, and she gets off work in 1 minute. So
All right, move your ass, dude.
by the way she's acting, or she was acting on the phone earlier, she'll probably be here in about 10 minutes.
Well, dude, if you want to get laid tonight, you better like fucking get to work.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That ain't gonna happen.
Shaun, you should have just chuckled and ignored it and moved on to a different subject. You didn't need to tell us what the end result was going to be.
The end result is, haha, new subject. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, there you go.
No. But seriously, yeah, it probably wouldn't happen. Not because I'm a bad husband, but...
You have a tiny dick?
Nope. She's having complications.
Nope.
Hey, she's confirmed this. Alright, anyways. New subject. Alright, for those of you watching on the YouTube side, if you guys would like to see more, there's an icon at the top right of the video. The top one is the previous stream. Below that is builds for season 12 through 14. At the very bottom is season 14 journey. Wow, there's only 18 in there so far. This would be number 19. Thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you guys later.